Hey guys, Unfair here. Welcome back to another episode of Cutting Room Floor. Okay, so now we have to find last hostage. This shouldn't be too much trouble. You can see there's green ones on the mini-map now. Those are all the SWAT guys down there fighting the terrorists. Looks like the terrorists are losing badly. Nice shot. Alright, should be right up here.
Yet.
Zeke hasn't found any juicy secrets yet, if that's what you mean.
But he was positive we'd find something we could show to Picus. Are you saying we got nothing?
I know, man. I think you really messed up this time.
Motherfucker, how are we gonna get out of this mess?
Alright, machine pistol, we want that. Pretty useful. There's lots of ammo for it throughout the game. Inventory is full. I'm sure it takes less than that. The game does do a little bit of inventory Tetris for you, but sometimes it can't figure out how to rearrange them perfectly. So, use these and see if it knows now. Wrong one. There we go. So you can see it pretty much rearranged everything. And you can turn the guns on their sides too. They don't have to be horizontal all the time. Oh, the other thing is that ammo itself does actually take space. Unlike the first and second game. So that can be a little bit of a problem. Here we have shotgun cartridges, we don't need those. And certain types of ammo take more space as well. You get some heavy machine guns later in the game that take a lot of space. I think they take about 6 different squares for their ammo. Cover systems my ass. Alright, I think he was the guy that was down this hall over here. Should be okay. Let's see, there's usually a way around these guys. Try this vent. Should let us bypass him. And we get a little bit of XP for doing it too. Well, that didn't go along nearly as far as I'd hoped.
Huh? I see you, Crow!
Well, that was unfortunate. I'm used to normal first-person shooters. Keeps messing me up with the cover system is to right-click. Well, I guess we get a little more loot in a pocket secretary. Passwords. We'll get a lot of these pocket secretaries throughout the game. So those passwords go to some of these computers here. And if you run up to one of the computers, let's try this one. That one's, we don't have the password to that. This one we have the password to, and it shows up in the corner there. Then you can just type it in this field here. So it's a lot handier than the previous games. But with those particular passwords, they don't show you too much of importance. And there's a bunch of these books throughout the game. You get XP for picking them up. And they just talk about some of the basic mechanics of augmentation and stuff like that.
Don't lie to me! I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Sarif's attack dog! You're here to clean up before the police bust in?
Yep.
He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Ah! Back off, Hunter! I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is, you hear? But I gotta check things out. So me and la vieja, we're leaving.
So there's different conversation choices. And you can try and talk him down if you want to. Trying to free her, I believe, doesn't work at all. I'm not gonna try and talk this guy down because he's a little bit of an ass. I want to knock him out. Yeah, you have to shoot that guy real quick, otherwise he shoots her in the head.
Gonna keep looking until I find you. Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is down for the count. SWAT will want to question him, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't know a thing. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet for Rita on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
Let's check the data cube that we got from him. Or the pocket secretary. Abandoned gas station on 2nd Street. I'll check that out in a little bit.
Sorry, Mr. Thorpe. The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone...
My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. SWAT will need to debrief her. But you'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. You're a true hero, man. I'll find some way to repay this, I swear.
There's no need for that. I was just doing my job.
Don't be modest. I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work yet. Thank God you are. I'll be in touch. Count on it.
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan? What are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
I like Malik. She's one of the most fun characters in the game. I don't know why Jensen is with Megan. Malik seems to like him a whole lot more.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
So, I won't be looking at all the dialogue options in this game. Some of them are just kind of filler. But I'll be trying to look at all the important ones.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Sarif Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know where to go?
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, Whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Alright, candy bar. We don't have the space for that. Let's get rid of the revolver ammo. I've never used a revolver in this game. And those help us hack into things. Speaking of hacking, we should look at the augmentations real quick. We have 2 now, so we should be able to buy this social enhancer. And that's good because we have a conversation coming up here pretty soon.
What do you think they talk about?
David and Hugh Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about? I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for
Vincent
Detroit
to come out of
PD
hiding
to get
to
answers.
make a statement that will counteract Bill Taggart.
Darrow is not hiding. He's working day and night in the Arctic, trying to save the world. It's what millionaires do when they get bored. They save the world. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, right.
Right. I'll see you.
I'll have to upgrade my running soon. Seems like I only get a couple seconds worth right now.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
You did good today, Adam. And thanks to you, Sanders is behind bars. And my lawyers are gonna make sure he pays for what he did. So don't worry about what anyone else says.
I won't. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us by the hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
Yeah, or training. You're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
We don't really have any options in this conversation. He always wants you to get a hold of it. You can try and fight him on it, but it doesn't really do any good. I don't think I've ever really looked in here. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because it didn't seem like there was anything in there. Still love that view. No matter how many times I see it, it never gets old.
Adam Jensen?
This is our office.
Jensen, remember me? No, that sounds too desperate.
Anyone got a look at me. What do you mean?
Not sure who that is talking right now.
Man, what am I doing?
Anyway, we have a pretty nice view from our office. Let's talk to this guy. He's in trouble.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
So as you can see there was a lot of wasted dialogue in the extras section. We didn't really even need to go into those details sections. Alright, and let's take a look at how the map works in this game. So over here on the right hand side there's different levels of the building. And if you can click on these and see all the different stairwells and stuff like that. Yeah, let's zoom out here. It's a little bit hard to scroll back and forth. For some reason these X's are not showing up on the map. It looks like they're all outside. So, head out of the building. Oh, we got a new access code. Hold on. Oh, that's for our computer. Hold on, let's go check that out. That was the one I just skipped there because it said we didn't have the password for it. I figured we'd get it eventually. Alright, now it shows the password. So the Thorpes are trying to thank us for saving them. That was a guy and his wife. Code to his door is 1364. Denzel Mitchell. Does he have an office number? 23. So let's go to office 23 and check out it, see if there's anything interesting in there. Obviously they're numbered by floor, so the 20s are one floor down. And on this side. So we should have the numbers for this now. Yep, 3716. I guess making you type in the codes is supposed to feel more interactive. So again, another one of these books that gives us a little bit of background on what the world is like right now. And I won't spend an awful lot of time on this Neuropozyne side storyline. It's not really crucial to anything going on within the game. There's also a couple major side quests too that don't give you any major information.
Mrs. Reed?
Ah, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
Again, these dialogue options don't really have any bearing on the story. You can say whatever you want to her and she'll still give you the quest.
I do what I have to do, augmented or not.
You seem very pragmatic, Adam. Maybe you should be careful not to trivialize such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
And again here, if you turn her down, then she'll just sit down on the bench and wait for you to accept it.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Okay, so now we can get a better idea of what the map looks like. There's a couple at the limb clinic there. And Greg Thorpe is over there. And there's the police station. So it's a pretty big area, and at this point you're out of what I consider the tutorial section, so you can go ahead and do whatever quests you want. You have to do the storyline missions, obviously, but you can make choices on the side quests. Which ones you want to do, which ones you want to skip, and when you want to do them for the most part. Although if you wait to do some of them too long, they'll be unavailable later.